But I mean,
it's so
okay,
don't go about.
I guess my real question is like,
God.
is not towards like what did you guys think of that animation quality? Like, did you think it
I don't think it was the
amazing,
place.
and they overdid it.
I don't
Well,
think it was
like,
the place.
And then the fight with
I think
Tex,
like it was cool
ridiculous.
when like the first time they used it because you're like it was
Well,
shock
okay, when
value.
the first time I used it, I was scared because I thought, oh shit. Now, because I was in season 4 or episode 4, I think they introduced it when like Griff came through the wall or something like that. And when I saw that, I was like, shit. Now it's gonna be like this every episode.
I think that's
Isn't that what ends up happening though?
Well,
No, they
in some points,
they,
but
they,
they
show
transition back between like the holding the guns thing and kind of like the animations where like they're moving around.
They're
But
trying
I
to
thought
get
that
as
they were-
creative as possible, though. Like, you can understand where they're going from, but then they're pushing it.
Yeah.
They should
I
just
think-
stick to simple stuff.
I
Not
think
with these
they're-
huge fights that last 5-10 minutes.
No, but this
It's
I think
like,
they're trying to
really?
get away from Halo. They're trying to get away from the average machinima and make something completely
Machinima?
unique.
Yeah,
Because like
Shut
everyone's
up.
trying to make a
Machinima.
machinima nowadays.
I
Yeah,
mean,
go
they're
fuck
trying to.
yourself.
When they're using any games to just make up their own show, like
Yeah.
I mean,
everyone
now,
uses Halo.
in
nowadays.
season 9, they introduced like a lot of the freelancers in the backstory were taking off their helmets and shit, so you can see their actual faces and stuff.
So they're trying to get away from
Which is
that.
actually
They're
starting to
doing
scare me
things you
because if they
can't
start doing, what if they do that with like the characters that we know and love,
And then-
like
and then, like you
Sarge
said
and-
Like we
earlier,
see Tucker's face.
That's how
yeah,
people
then
drift away
that
from
I
the
feel
show.
like then I'm gonna find a
Something like that.
disconnect.
They might
with those
not
characters.
like
That's a good
that in
point.
the show,
'Cause, like,
just wants to
You didn't hear
Tucker's-
anything I said, did you?
No, I
Tucker's
didn't
face
know what
really
you
is
said.
his mask. Like if I
Yeah.
ever saw a face
Okay,
under that mask,
what
I'd
I
be
was
like,
saying
"Oh,
was
fuck."
like, you know, in season 9 when the freelancers were removing their masks and
Yes,
stuff.
I know.
I was
You're
saying,
a dick.
what happens if like the characters that we've grown to know and love start removing their masks as of like season 10?
Like
or something?
imagine if Simmons or Lopez is Lopez even alive still?
No.
It's not a bad thing, it'd just be weird.
Imagine if
But
Lopez comes back.
I
and
feel
speaks
like
more
I'd see a
Spanish.
disconnect from those
That's
characters
the
because
hate
like the
of
way
You hated Lopez?
Nah, he's weird.
like
No
there's
one
almost like a
really-
mystery.
You
with that
imagine
mask.
you imagine you made up their face, what they look
You
like.
kind of like
And
everyone
and if
would
you
kind of
see
imagine
something
their
else
face.
that's like not what you imagine, you'd be like, that's not the character.
I had that
know
problem. Like
well.
I was reading Game of Thrones and I saw an episode recently and I was like, "That's what that fucker looks like." Fuck yourself.
Yeah. So everyone has a different.
And like that's the real
opinion on
problem.
it.
Like when it's almost the same thing when you read something and you imagine something for yourself, and then you're told what it looks like.
I
Like
don't read.
But I mean, like.
well, no, like it'd be the same thing if I showed you Tucker's face and I said this is Tucker's face, you'd be like, no, it's not.
But they've been
I
clever.
imagine him
In
to
the
be a
first
black
5
guy.
seasons. They were very clever with it. They kept like with especially Tucker and Simmons. I think
Yeah.
they kept saying how Simmons was like Dutch Irish or something like that.
Oh,
and
yeah.
teasing about his background and how Tucker was, his first name was Lavernius or something, which is like a
Lavernicus?
black
Yeah,
name
he's
or something.
Lavernicus, yeah.
So they kept hinting that he was black, and so
It
like
doesn't sound anything like that.
that
You
starts
just
to
make
change
stuff
your
around
perception
there,
of what
yeah.
the character is at that point. But I mean,
That's
Small
different than
little-
showing you their face.
small
you know?
little
The
hints
funny
at that
thing
you
is,
can
though,
easily
you guys-
forget as well. Too.
You guys were talking about like imagining their face. I always just stuck to the color.
Yeah, like
That's
Tucker
the
is always just a green mask.
Yeah,
to me.
green. Yeah,
Same.
same thing. And same with
Bruce is
church. Church is
Thank
like
you,
the light.
William. Thank you, Dr. Floppy. God damn it.
Dr. Floppy.
Dr. Flaccid.
Dr. Flaccid.
So
Dr. Limpcock. Like, what?
Someone said Flaccid Dick in Battle Royale. I forget who.
Really? Now I have to see
Well,
I
that.
don't know. It's like 2 characters. Like, can we just have sex or something? And they're like, maybe you should think more about your life rather than that flaccid thing in your pants. I'm just like, that's the greatest line I've heard.
Cause
Well,
like, love this game. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Movie, man, movie.
It's the best
They
game
should make
ever.
a transition to that next topic I was talking about.
Well, not yet.